After 8 months now as a Port Commissioner, you've had this incredible career, a diverse career in the Coast Guard, and really your experience and your talent could have taken you anywhere in the world, but you chose to come to Brevard and stay here and work on this Ports Commission. Tell us, how you made that decision and why.
I retired in 2010 from the Coast Guard. My last job was up in Portsmouth, Virginia, where I was a district commander. My responsibilities were the Coast Guard from New Jersey down to South Carolina and everything in between. And so upon completing that assignment, I stayed in that area there. I had my son's going to college, playing football up there. So we stayed there for a couple of years, did some consulting work, and enjoyed that area, but always knew that I had 15 years of assignments in Florida, Key West, Miami, West Palm. Got to know it very well. Spent a lot of time in Brevard County when I lived down in Broward County. I knew we wanted to live in Brevard County instead of Broward County, and so I ended up down here. Upon arrival here, cast around for what to do next, and this port is a natural fit. My maritime experience and expertise and a certain competency it fits together pretty well. And I was asked to run for office, and I did, and was successful. And so now the opportunity to, whether it be work in the cruise side, the cargo side, the port development side, the real estate side, the security piece to it, all of the aspects of this, and it's truly a business here, I'm definitely enjoying getting smart in some areas, but also lending some significant expertise in others to make sure that we're moving everything forward.
And looking forward with this port, we find with Space Coast Daily's readership that this is such an incredibly important part of our community. People look to it for the future, for growth, for jobs, for excitement, for expansion in many areas. Your vision, for Port Canaveral in the future, how do you see the port developing, and in what key areas do you see the growth happening?
We're blessed here, and of course, many people who've lived here, and it hasn't been all that long, 40, 50 years. I mean, it's just to be a beach, okay? And now we have an incredible world-class port. But it still is defined by the size of it, and it's not real big, and it's only got so much land, and so the real estate piece to it becomes very important. Deep waterfront property is the name of the game. We're another blessing here is that the bottom is just sand, benign sand that can be easily dredged, and it's just dirt, and that dirt's important, but it's not coral, it's not some other type of a bottom which is much harder to get permitting and to get it done. So we're dredging. This channel is deep. We're making it deeper, up to 46 feet now. It's going to be, we'll try to get to 50 feet in the next few years. It's going to be deep. It's going to be wide. It's easy in and out. And so cruise ships like it. Cargo ships are going to like it. And so we want to use this natural resource that we have to its best advantage. So with that becomes the demand for cruises is unending. So we're going to continue to develop the cruise industry, which means terminals, which means more ships, bigger ships, and the transportation and infrastructure that it takes to take care of that. And that's that commitment. We just this month we again approve, and we're looking forward to Terminal 5 and Terminal 10 getting makeovers, deepened, widened, and better terminals. We're probably going to need another terminal next couple of years, another new terminal like Terminal 1 is. And so all that vision is the planning's got to get done, and that plan's got to get executed, and we're going to make sure it happens in the cruise world. Cargo-wise, cruise is 80% of our revenues at this port. Cargo is only 8%, or actually 6%. There's a potential. Fort Lauderdale has got as much cargo revenue as it does cruise revenue, and there's a demand for goods. Central Florida is growing. We are in Central Florida. It's the same distance to Jacksonville as it is to Miami. And goods coming in here can be moved less expensive and quicker than if they had come in someplace else. So given that demand, with both the population growth and the transportation efficiency that we offer, we want to do that. And we have a container contract that we've now in place just last month. We've got trains that are, they're not new, but they're fixed up and they're working just fine. And we've got a contract. We've got containers coming in. We've got we're going to move them. We want to move them around the area. Our break bulk cargo demand is there. Salt, Morton salt is over there. Petroleum goods is a demand for that. So the cargo world, we're looking to grow that, which means jobs. It means, again, more efficiencies and better things for this region. And it's not, I mean, yes, it's a port, yes, it's the city, yes, it's a county, but it's also this region that we really, we have a chance to improve. And I take that absolutely as my job here.
Mm-hmm. That's wonderful to hear and very exciting. You know, tourism, of course, is a big part of our area, and people love to come out to the port, eat at fish lips and grills, and of course Millikins. So I know there's a big plan for the expansion of the Cove area as well, which is very exciting for our local residents.
Yes, Giles, there is not a wall around this port. Unlike I'll just use, and I have my good friend who works and runs Fort Lauderdale. There is a wall around the port of Fort Lauderdale, and if you're not taking a cruise or doing some cargo business, you can't get into that port. That's not how it is up here. This place is open to the public. It's a people's port. We understand that, and we're going to keep it that way. And we've got a wonderful fishing docks and the you know, the launch ramps, the ramps we've got, all that stuff is really ready to go, up and running, and you can just about go anywhere you want to in this port. So we've got nice real estate. We've got people who want to come here, so we're going to make it better. We've got a national level developer who is working the expansion of the Cove, the development of the Cove, and lining up contracts, people to come in to bring their businesses here to expand that. We're also working with the local businesses. There's interest in like you mentioned, the waterfront restaurants. They want to expand or make them more, and we're working with them to do that. The growth potential's here. The demand for the services are here, and we're doing it the best we can to balance, to manage, to make sure that we're not getting out ahead too much of the demand, but also to provide a real first class, whether it be a hotel, whether it be the restaurants, whether it be retail shopping, whether it be entertainment, whatever it may be here, we're going to have a product that this county, this region is going to like.
And I know you're extremely proud of your son and your daughter. Perhaps they'll be joining you in Florida one day. Tell us about your prodigy.
Well, thanks very much. My oldest, she's coming down this week. She's 27. She graduated UF, University of Florida, and then she got her master's up at Massachusetts College of Art and Design in Boston. She works at Harvard, does video editing, and produces online classes, and just enjoying living in Boston and being cold, and good for her. And she's just doing just fine. And then my youngest, big guy, he's a 6'7", 300-pound offensive lineman who played 4 years at Old Dominion University. Got a full ride scholarship, played football, but he also got his degree in maritime logistics. And now he's just finishing as we speak his master's in business administration with a port focus, and he will get a job in a port somewhere in this country. He's not definitely doesn't want to stay in Norfolk necessarily, but he's doing fine. Very proud of him, and so they're doing good. Thanks for asking about it.
Rear Admiral Wayne Justice, Port Commissioner, Patriot, we can't thank you enough for serving here in Brevard County and everything you're doing to help lead this commission along with the other commissioners. We can't thank you enough for choosing Brevard. Keep it up, and we're very excited to see the future of the port.
Thank you very much, and I appreciate the opportunity, and it truly is an honor to serve, again, to continue service in this region, in this job. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thanks.